Hey everybody, Craig and Sarah here. We are coming real quick and chatting about a hot topic that we've seen in some of the Facebook groups here recently, and talking about window cleaning and windows as it pertains to house washing or even commercial building washing. So the biggest question is very simple, like what do you do with the windows when you talk to a customer about house washing? And I think the number one thing is first off is just establish a communication with the customer. Like, what are their expectations? Because some people, when they hear house wash, you're going to come to wash their house, they expect the windows to be done. And so it's just really important to kind of distinguish, the exact communication and exactly the expectation with the customer. So I know whenever we do it, Sarah's usually the one that talks to the customer, and a lot of times we're doing the sales side of it. So we have a kind of a process that we do.
Yeah, so I just make sure that kind of fill out what exactly they're wanting done. We kind of, when we bid it, we'll bid it both ways. We'll say, hey, if you would like to have the windows professionally cleaned, we do offer that as well. This would be the price if we did the interior and the exterior of the windows, which always, for us, our price always includes the screens and the tracks. We clean those out as well. That's included in the price. We don't upsell that separately. And then if they want, and then we also give them a price for just the exterior, which would still also include their screens. But of course we don't lift the window and clean the frame and track out with just an exterior window cleaning price. So we always try to upsell that because we're already there anyway, washing the house. If they're not interested at all in doing a window cleaning, which, that happens sometimes, we let them know, hey, whenever we're washing the house, of course, we're going to rinse down the windows while we're rinsing down the house when we do the house wash. But we just let them know it's not going to be, they're not going to come out spotless like they would if we did a professional window cleaning on them. There may be some spots left. There may be some hard water staining left just because we're not taking the time to actually do a professional window cleaning service at that time. We don't normally take the screens off if we're doing just a rinse down of the house, if it's included in the house wash. Sometimes they'll say, hey, if I take the screens off, will you, wash those off as well? That's fine. Sometimes we'll just go ahead and take the pressure washer to them and just do a light rinse down of the screens. But we let them know that they're going to be responsible for putting those back on to the windows. So
with the J-Rod, low pressure.
Yeah, that's why I said rinse. We rinse them down. We don't put pressure on them.
Exactly. And that's the two things I was going to mention with whenever we are messing with windows on a house wash. Number one, we never ever, pressure washers, look at me, on a residential insulated pane, we never ever pressure wash glass or an insulated pane, whether it's commercial or residential. So I know that sounds like petty and elementary,
and the reason for that
is because it can and will blast the argon seal and bust that argon seal that's between the insulated panes, allowing that argon gas to escape, which then allows moisture to go in, which then fogs up the window and ruins their glass, and now you're paying for a new window, if not all the new windows. So never ever use high pressure on the windows in any sort of insulated pane. Can you get away with it on some tempered, big plate glass windows? Yes, but why risk it? Why risk putting that kind of pressure on that when you just learn the trade of window cleaning and make some extra money? So one other thing I wanted to say there, number one, with that on, don't use high pressure. But number two, if you can upsell the window cleaning, one reason we like to kind of try to upsell it is, they might get their house washed once every couple of years, but you can schedule the window cleaning in 6 months and get them on a rotating routine window cleaning schedule, and you're making some extra money.
It's a great add-on.
It is. So you're kind of doing yourself a disservice. A lot of customers these days are kind of expecting, contractors when they come, that how to do exterior cleaning and professional window cleaning. I can't tell you how many customers that we have probably earned from other window cleaning companies because we do both. Because maybe a window cleaner doesn't pressure wash or a pressure washer doesn't do windows. Well, since we can kind of do it all, that customers feel, easier just to allow us to do it all.
Yeah.
So.
And then please, if you are a washer, do not tell your customer that you're going to professionally clean the outside of their windows with a spray and rinse application.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. It's not going to become clean. It may look clean for a moment, but when you get up on top of that window and really look at it, it's not going to be clean. And if your customer is expecting a professional window cleaning service when you finish, please sub out the window cleaning to a professional window cleaner and have them clean them if you do not know how to do it or you don't want to learn the trade.
Yeah, because you're kind of setting yourself for a bad review.
Yes.
I mean, if they hire you for window cleaning and they maybe have had a window cleaner in the past and they don't get that kind of results. So
yeah.
Spray and rinse applications you mentioned. Unfortunately, there's just not that option for window cleaning. There has to be agitation of some sort. We went over this in our class that we did down at Kemah at the WashMart event, and there has to be some sort of agitation at some level. You know, you have two different. Well, I really kind of give it three different ways. The easiest way, the least effort way, is to basically, when you soap the house, take a car wash brush on your and just kind of brush the windows off real quick if you want to put that effort in, and then rinse it off when you rinse the rest of the house. Again, low pressure. The second way is the hands-on traditional way, which I will say that we, on initial cleans, if we've never done that house before, 90% of the time,
absolutely,
if not more, we're actually putting hands on traditional the first time around. There's just too much that goes on glass that needs, as far as like hands on, and we use some steel wool and some different things to get stuff broken up, paint, overspray, silicone, tape, whatever. And then the third one, which is the greatest one, is the easiest one, which is water fed pole. But again, that's a tool in our toolbox. It's not necessarily our one-stop shop. So now the water fed pole for us, we'll come in, first time job, we'll do the windows traditional, we'll wash the house, and then in 6 months we'll come back with the water fed pole,
right?
Because then it's maintenance after that, and so it does make things much easier.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just kind of some of the things that we wanted to talk about with the window cleaning aspect of things. A lot of questions we'd seen come up. The biggest thing, the most important thing, I would say, is just the communication with the customer and find out what their expectation is. If they want windows cleaned, then either learn the trade and provide that service, or hire out another contractor to come out and do it. There's a lot of window cleaners that are looking for good work out there. So,
it's true.
So yeah, so that's the number one thing. And then secondly, just be careful there's not a splash and dash application out there. So be careful upselling windows without actually learning the window cleaning trade. So anyway, we're gonna have lots of content coming out. We've got things coming up that there's a lot of new guys in the industry today, and we'll be doing one. We've talked about our story before, but we're going to do kind of a whole thing about it. So I think we're going to kind of call this Craig and Sarah's washing minute, whatever.
Wash talk.
Wash talk. I like that. Craig and Sarah's wash talk. There it is. I like it. And so it's kind of been our thing since we've been married for all these years. It's always been Craig and Sarah. Call Craig and Sarah. Craig and Sarah. So it's Craig and Sarah's wash talk. So hope all is well. Hope everybody's enjoying this weather. This new season is getting kicked off, and we will see you. Have any questions? Let us know. All right, we'll see you.
Bye.